Behavior Bordeaux. I'm your host, Maria Huntoon, and I'm here with my friend Melinda Calandrello of Make Wine Easy, and we're at Wine Bar on the River at 425 West River Street in downtown Savannah.
This cozy and casual wine bar opened only 1 year ago, but has been a big hit with tourists and locals alike. Located just across from Plant Riverside District, they offer a large variety of boutique wines, craft cocktails, and a full bar too. Manager May Bilak is a certified advanced sommelier, so she really knows her wines and can always help you choose one you'll love. Let's not forget their delicious charcuterie boards. Wine Bar on the River is open every day except Sundays from 12 to 10 p.m.
Now that it's starting to get warmer here in Savannah, it's a great time to introduce a lovely spring sipper. And today we're featuring Lover Rosé. So Melinda, why don't you tell us about this fantastic wine?
Yes, I love Rosé. It's one of my favorite wines, and starting into spring, it's a great wine to ease into the new season. This is a wine from Provence, France. It's going to be a drier wine, light to medium bodied, very refreshing, and it's going to have tasting notes of red berries like strawberry, raspberry, a little citrus in there with a very crisp, clean finish.
Excellent. That sounds so refreshing on a hot day.
Yes.
So what kind of foods would you pair this with? If you're
Great.
sitting on the porch and you want to just have a little munchie with your wine.
Yeah, great question. So I love this wine with a little goat cheese and crackers, some fruit, maybe a nice fruit salad. Speaking of salad, this goes great with those Mediterranean and Greek salads.
Those are my favorite.
I know, the feta cheese and the Kalamata olives. This has a nice high acidity, so it's very, very food friendly. Also grilled fish, grilled chicken, any kind of poultry like that. It's very light, easy sipping. It's going to go great with that. This is a lovely rosé that you can find at a lot of local wine shops around town for around $15, which is a steal. Yeah. And I found mine right down the street from where I live, so I got a couple bottles.
There you go. You'll be prepared for a while.
Let's have a little sip.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. So Maria, I know that a glass of wine really calms me down at the end of a long day, but dogs can't have wine. So
no, they can't.
What do you recommend to calm a dog down at the end of a long day?
Yeah, since dogs can't have wine to relax, we have to look for alternative options, right? And vets will very often prescribe a medication to help a dog with anxiety or reactivity. I often recommend to my clients that while medication is sometimes necessary, there are a lot of natural remedies that might actually work just as well, and then you don't have to go to medication route. So those are the calming aids that we're going to go over today. The first one is herbals. I love being able to use the nature of plants to be able to help dogs relax. So there are plenty of formulations already available. It's not like you have to go source all the herbs yourself, although you could if you wanted to. But certain herbs, things like lavender, chamomile, valerian, skullcap, passion flower, hemp. When it comes to chamomile, you can even use a little chamomile tea.
Oh wow, I love chamomile tea. So relaxing.
So do I. My husband teases me because if I have a cup of chamomile tea in the evening and then I sit to watch TV, I'm sleeping in a half an hour.
Out. Completely
and he's
out.
like, I thought you wanted to watch this movie. That doesn't happen. Right. So a lot of different brands nowadays that contain these different herbs already in treat form that you just have to hand to your dog. One of the brands that I like the most for this is a brand called Arc Naturals Happy Traveler. They come in tiny little bite-sized pieces, but they're pretty potent for their small size. I also like that they have limited ingredients, both an active ingredient and inactive ingredient, so you're not pumping your dog a bunch of fillers that don't mean anything. Yeah. These are valerian, chamomile, tryptophan, and St. John's wort based. So those are the herbs in there that can really help relax the dog's central nervous system. Then we also have CBD as an option. I know CBD has been a fad in recent years, so there are the kind of the good and the bad, the ones that you would trust and the ones you might not trust. So you definitely want to find one that's sourced from a good, high quality source that's formulated specifically for animals.
Right.
The brand that I love is actually called CBD Dog Health. I order these through their website. I feel really confident with their products because I've actually met the owner of the company. I've seen her speak and present case studies, and she's very transparent about where they source their CBD from, and the certificate of analysis. Everything's available right on their website, and you can always reach out to her with questions. Do you know how CBD works to effectively calm the dog's body?
No.
Okay, well,
tell me.
Yes, I will tell you. So CBD activates the body's endocannabinoid system. We all have one of those, okay? It's just not always active. And what that does is it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is that rest and digest phase that allows us to live more down here instead of in a heightened fight or flight phase. Yeah. So that really helps you give the dog some CBD, and it can just bring it down a notch.
Bring it down a notch. Now, Maria, do you need a prescription from a veterinarian for this?
That's a great question. You do not. There are a lot of CBD products that you can get even on Amazon. But again, I might not trust those so much. I might get them from a trusted source, and that's why I like this CBD Dog Health. You can get it through their website at cbddoghealth.com.
That's so helpful.
Then we also have the option of aromatherapy to help our dogs. Aromatherapy works just as well for dogs as it does for us, and that's because part of the dog's olfactory sense is directly connected to what's called their HPA axis. That's their hypothalamus, pituitary adrenal system. That's the part of the body that processes emotions and regulates stress responses. So aromatherapy can have a really fast-acting effect to help your dog relax. And it pretty much comes in two forms. You have a milder form of flower essences, and then you have essential oils.
So what's the difference between the two of these? They both come from plants, right?
They do. They both come from plants. The difference is the potency and how they're produced.
Gotcha.
So flower essences, this is a brand I love called Black Wing Farms. They're based out of California. And the way flower essences are made is they take a vat of distilled water, they put the plant matter in there, and they pretty much steep it like a tea for anywhere from 12 to 50 plus hours, depending what concentration they want. Then they pull the plant matter out. What's left is the essence with the plants, the flower essences, okay? So the way you would use these is you just shake them up and you spritz them around the room. You can even spritz them in the dog's food or water. They're that mild that they're safe enough to ingest. So even though they come from plants, they're not potent plant extracts, which is what essential oils are.
Gotcha.
So essential oils are a lot more concentrated. You do have to either dilute these in a diffuser if you're going to use them aromatically for dogs. That's the little machine you plug in that creates a mist, right? So now the scent molecules circulate through the air because oils, essential oils are oil. So in order to get them to mix with water, they have to be really shaken.
Right, gotcha.
Okay, so that diffuser will do that for you. So that's one way that you can use essential oils, or you can actually open up the oils and let your dog sniff them, or put a drop or two on your hands and let them sniff them that way, and that can really help relax them. Now, there are some essential oils that are safe for dogs and some that are not, okay? Sometimes the ones that we use for ourselves, like tea tree oil, or like nutmeg, we might like that in some spicy cooking, you know, but those can actually be toxic to dogs. So we do want to make sure we're using the right kinds of oils. And a lot of the essential oils that are very calming and safe and relaxing for dogs are things like lavender, chamomile, ylang-ylang, vetiver, wild orange, a lot of the ones from the orange family. So marjoram, mandarin, tangerine. Marjoram is also very calming, but that's the green spice that we use in cooking. Yep, so you can use that as well. If you want more information about essential oils, you can check out my website. I will include the link.
So Maria, how do you know if your dog even likes essential oils?
Great question, because even though a lot of the oils I mentioned can be very calming and relaxing, they're not going to be calming and relaxing if a dog doesn't like that particular oil. You know, like we know lavender can be soothing, but not every person or every dog likes the smell of lavender. So then instead of it being relaxing, it's going to be irritating that they have to keep smelling something they don't like. So the best way to actually know if your dog likes them or not is to slowly hold the bottle out and allow your dog to sniff the bottle at whatever distance they feel comfortable. You don't have to put it right under their nose because dogs have millions more scent receptors than we humans have. So if you do that, a lot of times it's just way too strong. Okay, so hold it out here a little bit and let the dog decide to come to it or not. And you're going to watch for signs. Like I'm going to include a video that you can see Sheba loves some of her essential oils. She'll come over, she'll sniff them, but she likes to be a few inches away. I've had some dogs that actually try to lick the bottle. That's how much they like the scent of that particular essential oil. So then you know, oh yes, that's the one, keep using that one with that dog.
Yeah.
If, however, the dog goes to smell, or they kind of take a quick, sharp turn back, or they, in my case, Sheba will actually leave the room altogether if she doesn't like an oil. Right. So if you see a lot of sneezing, or they start rubbing themselves on the carpet like they're trying to get it away from them or off of them, that's their way of saying that is not the scent for me. So that's not the oil you would want to use with your dog.
I bet every dog could use at least one of these at some point.
Yeah, you know, especially with things like thunderstorms or fireworks.
Oh, yes.
You know, sometimes dogs just need a little help relaxing in some really stressful situations. So for sure. So Melinda, how can we find your show, Make Wine Easy?
Yeah, so Make Wine Easy, we are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the socials. We are 60 seconds or less little bites where I introduce a new wine every week. I tell you a little about it, quick bites. What does it taste like? What food do I eat with this to make it pair well? Where do I get it? All the wines are under $25.
Great.
I know everybody's busy, so we're making it short and sweet. And season 2 starts next month.
Yay! So exciting.
I actually really do love this wine.
Yes, this is a wonderful rosé. Thank you for picking it for us.
Of course.
For sure. And thank you for being part of our program.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Behavior in Bordeaux, and we look forward to catching you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and follow so you don't miss a minute. Cheers.
Cheers.